Hello, Miss. Hello, everyone. My name is Marco Quilumba. Today I'm going to talk about difference between human and animal communication. The difference is very big because humans use a complex language. In order for humans to learn a language, they have to interact with each other. That is they learn it culturally. For example, the parents teach words to their children. The language of humans is well structured. Humans use an immense amount of sentences to express the ideas in order to communicate with others. On other hand, animals use a simple language. It's not like us, a complex language. They have I don't know if it's language short, but we can call it a language. But it's very simple because when they learn these kind of sounds or they want to communicate each other is because for survive or biologically. For example, growl in order to protect the food. For example, one thing. On other hand, a language in animals it use a limited amount of sounds. It's not like us. We got a big amount of words, sounds, signs, symbols, but the animals is not much. The functions of human and animal communication. For example, in humans, in order to communicate, they make a use of verbal and non-verbal expressions, together with intonations, volume, and rhythm, etc. They manage to express in minimal detail what they try to say or what they feeling. On the other hand, the animals they use different types of sounds that have meanings. For example, depending on the sound, it can mean something. For example, desire to mate or fear. Another thing is warning, etc. Purpose of communication. Because humans beings live in society, communication serves many purposes. For example, expressing our feelings. Knowledge is, for example, when we want to transmit something to another person. We transmit knowledge. Give an order. For example, when we want something from someone. Transmitting the knowledge or this knowledge about communication is transmitting the by culture. On another hand, the animals' communication is very basic and limited, as it directly related to survival. For example, hazard, they make some sound when they feel something, they scared about it. Submission, for example, when the big dogs attack to a small dog, the small dog is in submissions. Give a sign. The small animal don't want trouble or problem. Another thing is mating. For example, when some animals want to meet each other. Ways to communicate. Humans have many ways to communicate. For example, symbology, when we write something, is a symbols, but we communicate with another people. Colors, for example, in the traffic light or in the black box, a black box in the airplane, we painted orange, but it tell us that color tell us that box have big information about the airplane. Road signs, sounds, verbal and non-verbal communication, and radio, television, clothing, etc. In clothing, for example, some people dress very elegant. That means they going to a party. On the other hand, animals have some ways, not much like humans. In order to communicate, animals have a limited and exclusively just for survive. For example, sounds to growl. For example, one dog make some sound in order to protect their food. Visual signs, for example, some birds show some colors in order to mate to the male. And some animals uh, give pheromones to another animal in order to show they are ready to mate. Feedback. Humans give feedback to the messages. That is, they react to the sender's messages. This can be verbal or no verbal. For example, some persons knows if the person is lying when they speak because another person feel nervous when they speak. We can see if they lie. And another example is understand that the other person, if is angry when we are hearing his tone of voice. For example, we know when somebody is angry, knowing that the other person is bored by the way they talk. For example, when you see another person if is bored when they talk slowly or they feel bored. Some people notice if the other person is happy or sad by their gestures and facial expressions. That is feedback because some people react when the another person sends to you a message. On the other hand, the animals react sounds, the movements, body posture performed by the other animal. Feedback in animals is predictable. For example, when you see a dog is hungry, you see straight away is dangerous. In humans, is unpredictable because some people they talk slowly, but maybe in 10 minutes is very angry. That means the humans feedback is unpredictable. To conclude, it is important to know that with humans, in order to communicate, humans have to have prior knowledge, since language is a system that is composed of grammar rules, lexicon, intonation, prosody, no-verbal and verbal elements, and pronunciation, etc. Many elements and components. On the other hand, the animals, in order to communicate, is innate. Also, the ways to communicate are limited and only for biological survival. Thank you so much. I hope you understand me and have an amazing day. Bye.